one of the fraud narratives that I want to dispel is that people are registering at vacant lots. So I've heard that narrative, and I wanted to see if it was true or not. So I went to the tax records, and I had the county treasurer download all of the tax records, actually the assessor's office. I downloaded all the tax records, and I paired them up with the voter records. And I found that, in fact, there were about 1,200 people that were registered at vacant lots. And so I started investigating, and we started going through those, and we found that there were now, that there is a house there now. And so I started questioning, well, how are we still seeing them as a vacant lot? So I talked to the assessor and the treasurer in that office, and it turns out that we're building here in Utah County, constantly building homes, but they don't update their records as to the status of that home, whether there's a certificate of occupancy, until just before they mail out the tax notices. So for a whole year, they're building, and then I grabbed the data before they had updated it. So there's a home there. And we just found that all of these were, homes that were in process, and that there's now a person in there, and the tax records just hadn't been updated. So I take these fraud narratives and look at them. So I don't take them at face value, just face value. I say, okay, that's what you're claiming. Let's go look at the data. And what does the data say? And I found that in the data as far as vacant lots, we're growing in Utah County. So that was that's a false narrative that people are registering at vacant lots. They're registering at vacant lots, but there's really a home there. It's just the tax records haven't caught up with the voter records.